Right, I'm checking to check out. So today we're going to talk about the scam, the prevalent scam that is pre-workouts. Okay. Now the reason why I'm talking about it now, again, is because I was at the gym again yesterday, and you know, it's still as prevalent as it was. When it used to get marketed many years ago, it's still as prevalent now. Probably if not more so. You know, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry has got their own pre-workout supplement line or pre-workout protein line. You know, anyone who's got like a little bit of a name, or in the fitness community, all of a sudden they're bringing out this pre-workout. What does this X, Y, and Z? What not do bullshit? Pre-workouts alongside BCAAs. They're literally the biggest scam going in the fitness industry, and the scam works clearly because I'll probably say about you know out of all the people I've come across, people I've trained with over the years, people that I see, I'll probably say about a good 95% of them do still or do use pre-workout powders or intra workout powders and potions and whatever bullshit, yeah. And in actual fact, they don't do fuck all for you. All it is overpriced caffeine, yeah, with some other added stimulants. What I don't really think are going to be any too good for your body anyway. And people think they're getting some people really think they're getting some kick-ass workout from these fucking stupid pre-workout supplements that they buy. When all it is really is just, again, caffeine can only take you so far in a workout. You don't always need caffeine before a workout. The odd time I feel I might need a little caffeine boost for a workout. The odd time, you know. But people really think that, to be honest, you know, people brag about it. People brag about how it makes them shake and all this stuff and that. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That's the caffeine, bro. Like, being all shaky in that is actually a hindrance to your workout. It's an actual hindrance. You try and do something that requires maximum stabilization. Stuff like that. You want to do stuff, when you're doing stuff like the bench press, what requires maximum stabilization. Your form's got to be tight. You got to be right, yeah. And you're shaking all over the place, because from your fucking bullshit pre-workout, from your caffeine, from your overpriced caffeine powder, yeah. But you want to brag about that, No one's putting extra pounds on their lifts because I had a fucking pre-workout. I'm sorry, it don't work. Bullshit. But the problem is, it's almost like the government. Yeah, with what's going on now, it's almost like the government. They'll create a problem, a seeming problem, and they'll provide a solution for that. So they bring out these overpriced caffeine products with other types of weird and wonderful concoctions in there, which a lot of them have been banned, okay? Because they say that to maximize your workout, you gotta have this. To maximize your workout, you gotta have this pre-workout, bullshit. Yeah, and people buy into that. And before you know it, it gets to a point now where they feel they can't actually, if they forget their pre-workout, they don't want to train because they feel that they can't go in and give it what they have been given before. They feel like they can't do the same. They feel like they can't replicate what they have done before normally, with their pre-workout. Without it, they feel they can't do it, so they don't want to train. Trust me, I know. I'm talking all from experience here as well. I'm not saying it from an outsider looking in. Yeah. So this is why I can say what I can say. So they become dependent on it. They're becoming dependent on it. a psychological dependency. I don't think it's physically addictive. Obviously not. But then again, some people have caffeine withdrawals. But then again, that's people who drink a lot of coffee and tea throughout the day. You know what I mean? We come across some people who are gagging for a coffee, all that stuff. Whatever. So people become dependent on that. They become dependent on pre-workouts for, they become dependent on it. And so they fall into that trap. They fall into that trap where they're spending 50, 60 quid a month. Gotta have their pre-workout hand. You see these people coming to the gym, man. They park the car in the car park and they got the little tub of pre-workout with them. I'm thinking you're a fucking idiot. Because really, if you want to take something that's gonna absorb into your system, if you want to take something to really assist you a little bit or whatever you gotta have time for it to fucking absorb. So if you're getting to the fucking gym, parking up the car park, and you're walking to the change room with your fucking shitty pre-workout, and you're mixing it all up in the, you're mixing it up in the changing rooms, all these powders, fucking make these magical potions, poof, all the powder going everywhere, magical potion. If you're doing that while you're at the gym, you think the pre-workout is going to get absorbed by the small intestine. You think it's going to get time to get broken down through your stomach into the small intestine, into your bloodstream in time for your workout, which you're going to do literally about 5 minutes later. No. Okay? These things take a time to absorb, especially if, I don't know what these people do, because these people, what if you eat in half hour before the gym? What if you eat in an hour before the gym? Okay, you think you're going to take your little pre-workout and you think it's going to kick in straight away? No. If you got a little bit of sense about you, which these people don't, clearly, you'd wait about a good hour and a half to 2 hours after you've eaten to then take a pre-workout supplement or whatever fucking bullshit supplement of choice for it to actually absorb, if you want the caffeine to absorb, if you want that little caffeine kick, you still gotta do it on an empty stomach. Okay. These are the same fools what you see they'll come to the fucking gym, whether they'll be even eating a banana into the way to the gym or whatever choice of fruit, or they'll be eating a banana halfway through the workout. I'm like, hang on a minute. Again, the body is not going to absorb and utilize those nutrients that quick. Sorry. Now, if it was a can of pop or some other liquid, let's say it's a liquid, some other liquid that was I don't know, like sugar, but it was cordial or a can of pop, and you had that literally before you went into the gym, okay, fair enough. If that was on an empty stomach, that would absorb pretty quickly, probably within about 10-15 minutes. But again, we're speaking about these kind of people, we're speaking about these same people who again, eat bananas and stuff like that on the way into the gym or inside the gym while they're training, or eating some protein bars while they're training. These are the same people that are drinking these intra-workout powders or pre-workout powders literally as they get to the gym or whatever. So, we speak about these kind of people, so they haven't got the critical thinking skills, the basic critical thinking skills of how nutrition works and how the body works, to realize that what they're doing is actually asinine. It's actually useless, because that caffeine is now going to kick in probably about an hour or hour and a half later on, probably towards the end of the workout or after the workout. So then all of a sudden they've got a fucking buzz and I can't fucking sleep, and these are the same people I've seen before post on Facebook when I used to be on Facebook regular, talking some bullshit about, I'm still wired from the pre-workout, man. I got a fucking buzz. I'm so wired from that pre-workout. Nah, mate. So you're talking about you're still wired for the pre-workout? That tells me you're a fucking idiot. That tells me you're a fucking idiot. Clearly, you took your pre-workout. Why? You took the pre-workout. It's the the clues in the name. The clues in the name is pre-workout, before you're working out. They should say really, because obviously even that's not really good enough of a clue really. They should say pre-workout. So, you know, something like that they should say. Or they should come out with something like 1 hour before you train, or between half hour to an hour before you train on an empty stomach workout or supplement. That should put all that in one label. Then probably people will, you know, probably gain some sort of benefit from it there actually, you know what I mean? So yeah, so sorry about that. So yeah, people are still fell into the scam. They fell into the mousetrap. They can't get out, and they feel, you know, the pre-workout's doing something good for them. And all they're doing is wasting their money. You know how much money I've fucking spent over the years buying fucking pre-workouts. You know, basically when I've had no money really. I've had no surplus money really, but you know, I was so fixated into bodybuilding and training that I would spend my last kind of monies on a fucking bullshit caffeine product. You know, fancy name caffeine products. To no avail. And you know what? The ones that really did work kind of. These are the ones were back in the day. These were the ones like I don't know, probably about pre-2006. Them are the ones who actually did kind of work to a point. These are ones, you know, like Super Pump 250 and that. Them ones actually, you did feel something, bro. You did feel something. It wasn't really, you didn't really get the shakes unless you overdose on it. But you definitely got a pump, 100%. You definitely got a pump. You definitely felt that caffeine kick. Now, neither of those are indicative of gaining muscle. But it's a nice feeling though after you've done your workout and you look how pumped your muscles are, yeah? And, you know, it kind of gives you an indication of how you would look, you know, once you've actually built that muscle. It gives you like an indication how you would look if you actually built that muscle. Like in another 2 years' time. So instead of looking that way pumped, you would look that way naturally, you know? Kind of give you that little indication of what you could look like. That's the only benefit really you did have, you know, in all honesty. Because that pump soon went away after about an hour later anyway. So so in the end it's just fucking futile to waste some money. But you know, you can't tell certain people things, you know? You can't tell them. Because they'll look at you crazy. They'll look at you fucking crazy, right? They'll look at you and think, oh, well, I know so and so takes this, or well, I take this and I feel like this, and it must work. No, whatever. But never forget, man, when I actually stopped taking it, cause you know when I actually stopped taking them. If you're watching one of Jason Blahard's video, because he was talking about it before years ago, and I thought, you know what, this guy's legit. You know, this guy is actually talking some fucking sense here. Like, it resonated with me. I thought, you know what, this actually makes sense. So I actually stopped buying it, and guess what? My workouts didn't change one iota. If you've got fucking good nutrition, if you've had adequate nutrition the day prior and on that day, you don't need no pre-workout. All you need is a bottle of water to keep yourself hydrated throughout your workout and leave it at that. That's all you fucking need. Okay? So I'm seeing people in there with their little concoctions, you know, little, shaker bottles, the little concoctions and that. And I think, bro, what you doing, man? What you doing? Well, anyway, that's about it anyway. So I'll wrap it up and I'm out.